Morning guys. It's a beautiful morning. We're down here at the salon, as you can see. So it's early this morning. It's about 6 a.m. in the morning. I got me some air freshener, some wick air freshener for throughout the building. We have some air fresheners in the hallway and stuff like that. I also got that window tint film. Yeah, so pretty much I have the air fresheners, as I said before a while ago. So now these, let me show you where it's gonna go. So this film right here, if you notice on the doors, it's got frosted film, right? Now these frosted film, I had put them on the outside of the door. You notice on the outside of the door. So I'm gonna change it and put it on the inside of the door, so then the glass is exposed. The sticker sticks better on the glass as opposed to the film. And as I said in the beginning when I was doing it, I wasn't thinking. I was just putting it on because I was trying to cover up the edges in here. When you put it on the inside, you end up seeing all the inside here. If you look in behind the glass, you could see the glue where the strip is. So all I was doing was covering up that, preventing us from seeing the edges by putting the film on the outside of the glass. But in doing that, the stickers just don't stick to this. I thought it would have stick to it. Some stickers stick to it, but some don't. I had changed the vendors and where I got the stickers from, and the new material they're making, this material right here, it doesn't stick to this very well. The first vendors, it stick to it, but when they move out and I take it off, it end up kind of lifting the film. This film is not like a tint, it's like more of a cling type of tint. There's no glue to it or anything like that. So when you rip this sticker off, it lifts this, and then you have earbuds in here. And also when it's on there for a long time, you'll see the imprint of the sticker even although you take it off. So putting it on the outside, not a good idea. So I'm gonna have to change this one. I have 3 of them. So this one, that one, and there's one in the front as well. So that's the reason for this tint. So I got all 3 tints, so I could do all 3 doors. And then those 2 of those doors are gonna get new door stickers. One of them was a new move-in, because somebody had left and then someone took that room. And then the other one is gonna be just a transfer over. So they just moved out of a room and moved into another room. So this room right here, I wish I could take this off, but I'm not able to take it off. So I'm just gonna make a new sticker. So this person right here they ended up moving to this room, right? So see, this is the same thing. I put it on the outside, so I'm gonna take this off and put a new one on the inside of the door. That way we could stick onto glass as opposed to. So as far as in here, it's not too bad. They got, here on the mats right here a little bit, here on the floor right here, a little bit of here everywhere. It's not too bad. The thing about in here, it's mostly no barbers, so there's no braider in here. So because there's no braider in here, there's not a lot of long hair all over the hallway. It's mostly short hair that's in the hallway now. Let me check. So guys, this room right here was a daily rental room. It's pretty clean today. It's not too bad. It's just got a little bit of hair right there. They didn't use the wash bowl or anything. As I said, it's not that messy in there. It's nice and clean. Just the mirror have a few little thing on there. Just a little bit of hair. It's not even, there's no mess in here. Nothing spilled. It's just a little hair that's on the floor. A little bit of scuff marks on the wall. That wall is like a chalkboard, so anything touches it, see, leaves a mark. So at some point I'm gonna repaint this wall and use a semi-gloss instead of a flat. So that way we could just wipe it off, because it's like a chalkboard, guys. Look, if I rub my finger on it, I don't know if you see that, it leaves a mark. So I'm gonna just get this room cleaned, get it ready for another daily rental. We're gonna reprogram the locks, put the new code in. Every time someone leaves, we change that code. I change the code, put a new code in. So I'm gonna get that done. I'm gonna vacuum the hallways and then clean the floors. Clean the bathroom, you know, stock up on toiletries. So, you know, somebody put a lot of hair. It's like they cut all their hair and dump it in our garbage can. So those things I'm gonna have to clean. And then, you know, toiletries is good, paper towel is good, hand soap is good. So in here, I'm just gonna vacuum in here and mop it out, along with the hallway and stuff like that. So it's not too bad. It's been here like 2 days, and it's still clean. It could go another day, pretty much. The bathroom is still clean. The people who are in here now, I guess whoever is in here, they're kind of clean. There's times in the past where you have a certain set that's in here where it's just messy all the time. The bathroom is messy, napkins on the floor, paper towel on the floor, on the sink. It's just messy. So I don't know if it's the customer they bring in here that's coming to them, or it's the tenants themselves. However, sometimes it's just messy. They don't clean up after each other. So I'm thinking the group that's in here now, they're you know, because some of the things that it happens repeatedly, like it keep happening. So that leads me to believe that it's someone that's in here that has been doing that, or someone who keep coming back to those people who are in here. But for the past month or so, 2 months, it's been good. There's no mess anywhere. It could go days, 2 days, 3 days, and it's still looking good, apart from the loose hair that's on the floor. So as I said, you know, I could deal with the cut hair, the small cut hairs, because the vacuum, we just vacuum it up. When it's braided here, it clogs up your vacuum, and you know what I'm saying, it's just a mess to deal with all that hair. It looks horrible because you got chunks of hair all over the hallway and in the bathroom. When it's small cut hair, it's barely noticeable, if at all. You know what I'm saying? So like right here, let me show you. So like right here in front of the washer and dryer, if it's up here, you don't see anything, right? But if you go down close, you see you got hair on the floor, right? But standing up here from eye level, you don't really see it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, I don't know what this is, piece of a garment or something, but you know, looking at the mats, you notice there's a little chunk of hair right here, like cut hair from the barber. Pretty much it doesn't look too bad from here, right? You can't really tell. But when you have a chunk of hair, like braider's hair, falls here, when you have a bunch of falls here upon the hallway, in the hallway all over, clunk here, a clunk there, it looks horrible, right? So because we don't have any braiders in here at the moment, we have hairstylists that does braiding, but they're not just dedicated braiders. So because we don't have any of those professionals in here anymore, we don't have that problem. So now we just have small cut here and there from the barber room. So you see you got some right here, you know what I'm saying? And then some in the mat in the front. Anyway, let me get to it. I'm gonna get going. I'm not gonna do the film today. I'm gonna film that, do that in another video. To do this in another video, but what I'm gonna do is clean everything and get everything cleaned. All right, so this person moved everything out, so as you can tell, this is the room that they had stuff in. So they came and took everything else out. So I'm gonna just move everything else out. I guess they don't want those, so I'm gonna throw those out. Whatever is left, I'm just gonna throw it out, pretty much. So yeah, this room, see, now it's good to sand, so I'm gonna go and sand this down today before I leave. So yeah, give me a few. I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna get cracking and get these rooms, these hallways and bathrooms together. All right, stay tuned, guys. All right, guys. So I'm checking air fresheners. See, that one has a little bit in there. So that one could go a little bit more. Let's go down the hallway and check. So see, it's early now. The sun is coming out. Oh, I gotta clean this kiosk, clean that door. So that one has a little bit more too as well. So all the air fresheners, guys, they're not out yet. They still have a little bit more. Hold on. See if, oh, this room don't have any, but this room has. Alright, so here's one right here. So this room, see, that one is out. So I'm gonna put one in this room. Normally I put one in the daily rental, or the rooms that we're going to show. So when a room is ready, when someone comes in to take a look at it, I'll put, you know, air fresheners in there. Alright, so give me a few, guys. Let me change these out. I have an extra one right here. I'm gonna put it in both rooms. So give me a second. So what we do is just grab this like that. For those who don't know, these sell in Sam's or Walmart. This is the new one. So just take, yeah, me show you how to change air freshener. Some people don't know about this. For those who know, you don't have to watch this. But this is how it goes. And then, as I say, you have these in different scent. Like you have linen, you have different scent. I don't remember the ones that come in here, but yeah, I'm just gonna change. As I say, this is not a how-to on how to change it, but this is what I'm doing today. So you remember, guys, it's a lifestyle vlog. It's what I do in a day. So pretty much I'm just gonna show you what I normally do. So I got two of them. I'm gonna put one back right here by the back door, and then I'm gonna put one in that daily rental room. You know, the daily rental people are coming in, coming out, so I'll just put one in that room for it to smell nice every time, you know. Yeah, so put one in this room. Yeah. Alright, so there we go. It just plugs in. This one is a earwick. You know, you have earwick, you have the Glade ones, you have different ones. But I use the Glade. And the reason why we use the Glade, because not Glade, earwick. The reason why we use earwick is because we get the refills, I wouldn't say cheaper, but you get them in bulk, where we buy just the refills from Sam's or Costco. Sam's is a big warehouse, wholesale warehouse, that we get things in bulk, right? So as you can tell, see, you get a whole pack for like 15, 16, maybe 17 bucks. So that's why we choose to use that brand. You have another one, where is it? Oh, like this one that uses a bigger one is Febreze. That one is the Febreze brand. You notice it's huge, it's bigger. This brand, they cost more, the refills cost more. It's like a double, so it lasts longer, but I think the refills, they just cost too much compared to the Airwick. Yeah, so, and they don't have that plain smell. They have some weird scents going on there. So all right, so let me I'm done with the bathroom, I'm done with the hallways. What else? I got to change some codes in the doors. So I'm gonna change the codes in the back door. We had a move out, so I'm gonna take her code out. And then I got the rooms. I'm just gonna sand the rooms as well. So let me mop the bathroom and then move on to the rooms. Alright guys, so I got all the doors programmed, hallway clean, front clean. This room right here I'm working on, so I'm gonna start sanding these things down. You know, just get them even, flat. I'm gonna do that right now, just to get this room ready and painted. So I have this room and I have another room. I got 2 rooms. I'm gonna have to sand down. Sometimes we gotta put another coat on it. So let me show you. So sometimes you see how it's cracking like this and it's in a hole. Sometimes when you sand it down, this is still in a hole, so you gotta give it another coat. So definitely I'm gonna have to give this one another coat. See how they sunk into a hole? Even although I put it on thick, it's still, when it dried, it you know, sunk into a hole. So I'm gonna sand this down, and then when I sand it down, I'm gonna give it another coat. See, like this one is not too bad. You know, this one is good. This one is good. So I'm just gonna sand that down real quick and then give it another coat. Once I give it another coat, then it should be good to go. So I'm gonna get going on those guys. Pretty much I got everything else done. Yeah, so stay tuned. I'm gonna get that sanded. Alright guys, so this is what I use right here. It's like a grater, like a, I don't know what's the name of it, but it says it's a Stanley, it's made by Stanley, but it's like a cheese grater, or, you know. So what I do is I use that to take the work. So all that big chunk that I put on here, it files it down real quick. So after it's smooth like that, once it's smooth down like that, then I use this one to, you know, sand it, make it nice and smooth, you know. If I use this alone, it'll take forever. So what this gets it down real fast, and then see how quick that was, and then I use this one to smooth it out. So now, see, I was telling you guys how it's got a little hole in there. So even though I put it on thick, if you notice, there's still a little hole right there. So, you know, see, when you put down thick, it's still, when it dries, it goes down in a hole. So even if I hadn't put this much on there, if I put it light, it'll just be in a big hole, you know. So even although I put it on thick, sometimes it's still, you know, need more. So that's how that works. Alright guys, so these, that's good up there. That's good up there. That's good right there. Alright guys, so I'm gonna get the drywall compound and fix any kind of, so now all I gotta do is just put a light coat on the ones that has a hole in it. Not all of them has holes. So I'm just gonna come through and wipe this off with a wet cloth and then, you know, fix the ones with the tiny holes. So that this one has a tiny hole, this one is not, has a tiny hole, this one has a hole, this one, so 2 right here. So I got like 3 or 4 of them that needs another coat. All right, so it gets real dusty. It's real dusty in here, guys. All right, give me 1 second, let me go get that rag. All right, so I got a cloth, I got my drywall compound, I have the, what do you call this again? Putty knife and a razor. So the razor is to clean the putty knife like this. You have to make sure the knife is clean, because if it's not clean, it's gonna end up leaving streaks when you try to put the drywall compound on. So see, nice and clean, no dried up stuff on there. So now I'm gonna spread that on there. Hold on, let me wipe the wall off first. So I always try to get the dust off of it. That way the drywall compound sticks, and I could see where the holes are. When you wipe it up, you can pretty much see where the holes are, what needs filling, you know. Yeah, you wipe it off like this. I mean, professionals might say something else, but as I said, when I wipe it, I could see where the holes, which one has holes, because the dust get caught in the holes. So sometimes it looks like it's smooth, but it's not. So when you wipe it like that, the dust will come out. You could see what needs to be done or not. So let me. Alright, so we got our drywall compound, or some people call it spackle. So I'll just give it another coat. I don't have to put down too thick this time. You know, I'll just give it a light. so see, I don't even have to put too much on there this time. I just put a lighter coat because I'm gonna sand it again. Alright, so see, it's not too heavy. There we go. So now I'll just come back and sand that one another day. I'll give it like a day or two to dry. So on this side, you notice this side wasn't heavy, there wasn't any big holes, it was just light coat. So I could go ahead and sand this side. But I'm not gonna sand this side just yet. I'm gonna sand that side whenever this is dry. That way I could just come back and sand everything and just repaint all at once. So, see. Yeah, so I'm gonna move down to the next room. Give me a minute so I could pack these things up and then head over to the other side. Alright, let's go. Alright, so it's the same deal with this room. We're gonna use I'm gonna call it the cheese grater. So I'm gonna use a cheese grater and get all these knocked down real quick. So alright, give me a minute, let me set you up over here. That way you get a nice wide view. I'm gonna start with I'm gonna call it the cheese grater. Drywall. Sorry guys, so see, whenever you wipe the wall, you could see more holes in there, you see? So now, I'm just gonna go through, without wiping it, the dust is in there, so it looks smooth with the dust in there, but when you wipe it off, you could actually see the blemishes, you see? You could see old paint right there. So I'm gonna scrape this wall some more and put some more over it. So give me a few. Alright, so scrape it down. So now I'm gonna put some drywall compound on it. I'm just putting a light coat on it, guys. We don't have to put a lot this time around. I'm not filling holes, I'm just taking out the defects out of it. Alright guys, so I'm all done now. I did the second coat on there, so I'm just gonna wait for it to dry out a little bit, and once it dries out a little bit, then I'll come back and sand this down. Once I sand this down, then I'll paint it. So for now, I can't really do anything else. For now, I can't really do anything.